everybody. It's Bianca Ingram, and you are tuned in to the Amazonian Nights podcast. First, I want to say shout out to 100B Plus, which is my merch. You can go to whoisbianca.com and cop up. It's some fresh fly gear for you to rock and wear, and also show me a little love. And thank you to Manson Media Studios for giving us this great space, lighting, and mics so you can have the highest quality of vision and sound. Now, real quick, I know you guys are more familiar with the Amazonian Nights showcase, but then y'all know COVID happened, all the theaters and everywhere shut down. And unfortunately, I was not able to continue to show love to other female artists in the way that I initially wanted to. But then, you know, my brother Kyle brought this idea to me, why don't I have a podcast? So now here we are in this podcast format where I am going to bring female artists in entertainment to this wonderful place and talk to them a little bit. Now, what I want to do that's different, though, is instead of asking the same questions that they get asked all the time in interviews, like, why did you start and who are you influenced by? I really want to give them an opportunity to share a little bit more in depth about the industry and their personal experiences, so young artists who are up and coming can actually pull information from this show and apply it to themselves. So I have someone who has opened for Cash Doll. Avery Wilson sang the national anthem for the Brooklyn Nets. She is a triple threat powerhouse singer, songwriter. She directs her videos. Let's give it up for Judea. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey guys.
Add some clapping in there. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hanging in there. Mom life got me a little tired, but we good. All right. So before we get into the nitty gritty of everything, I want to know what made you decide to really commit to music.
Okay. So when I was younger, I grew up singing in the church choir.
Okay.
I would say like high school. That's when I really first came out and sang. And I really kind of first came out and sang to my mom for real in high school. I was like a senior, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was like real late bloomer. But I realized after I actually did like audition for this part, was in this play and sang, got the solo, whatever. After that, it was like, I love this.
Yeah.
I mean, I would sing every day, and my parents would say they didn't hear me singing in my room. Which was kind of weird because it was like, I'm singing in my room.
I'm doing it.
But the music's playing too, so maybe they thought I was like, it was just the music.
Yeah.
But
that's how you know you good. They couldn't even tell.
Right. It's like, I was singing.
Right.
I don't know if you heard me.
No,
but,
they thought that was the radio.
Right. Hopefully.
Right.
So in that, like after that, I was just like, you know what? I can't be shy no more. I got to just go ahead and do this. And that was kind of the moment. Like, oh, also, I did audition for X Factor. Like, after those moments of, like, I want to do this. American Idol.
So that was after high school?
This was in high school.
Oh, in high school you auditioned?
Yeah, I think this might have still all been senior year.
Okay.
So
you had a busy senior year.
Yeah, and I auditioned for X Factor, American Idol, I think those two. And they told me no. And it was like, I didn't understand why they told me no.
See.
And I was just like, what? But it was motivation to just keep going. And I did love those shows at the time.
Right.
But I was like, nah, I mean, I wrote my own songs. Like, I started writing poetry.
Right.
So that turned into writing songs. And I would just really, like, sing on my laptop, like, sing to YouTube beats. I should have put them on YouTube back then.
See, now here's the thing. You said something that really stood out to me, that you're a late bloomer. So I think a lot of times people feel like, man, other people get started when they're like 4 years old, or they know what they want to do when they're in middle school. You really can start whenever. Like, there is no such thing, especially in music, as too late. Like, you literally, whenever you decide this is what I want to do, you can do that. And that's really what you did. You just decided this is what I want to do. And then you go on X Factor and American Idol that same year. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I was a little heartbroken though.
But the thing is, like, this industry is such a no industry. You're going to hear so many no's, but all you need really is like one good yes. And I think that people can get discouraged with those no's. Like, you easily could have been like, well, I guess this isn't for me.
Right, yeah.
And people need to know, like, you just have to believe in yourself. It's not about what other people see. If you believe in yourself enough, then eventually other people will catch on.
Exactly.
Like, that's really what it is. Because, like, look at you now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm hoping our watchers and listeners will take from that. Because that's awesome.
It's the never give up.
Yeah. You can't. In this industry, you cannot. This is really what you want, like, you can get it as long as you don't give up.
Yeah.
The moment you decide, oh, I'm done, then that's when it's done. Is when you say so, really. So I have another question here.
Okay.
What is your favorite song of your own and why? And I think I know the answer, but I'm not going to say. I want to see if I'm right.
Okay. I'll say the song that everybody else knows that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say I Want to Feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And why is that your favorite?
Because, like, every time I put it on, it just, I feel good.
No, it is.
And that's
good song.
what I like, the goal of, like, music.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even the goal. Just when I listen to songs that make me feel good or make me want to dance.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
You know?
Now,
So,
see, I was wrong because I for sure thought you were going to say Good Now. Because you talked about that a lot. And I like Good Now too.
Thank
I
you.
also really liked I Want to Feel. When I saw the video for I Want to Feel, I was like, oh, I got to get her on Amazonian Night some kind of way. And when the showcases open back up, you're going to be on the show. Because if y'all have not seen Judea perform, you need to go on YouTube right now and check it out. Because when she can get back on stage, you need to cop them tickets before they get real expensive, because they're going to get there. All right. So since you got into this industry a little bit later, so like I got into it when I was maybe 4 or 5. So I kind of grew up already knowing like what to expect for real in this industry. Do you feel as though what you expected this industry to be is the reality of what it is now that you've been in it?
What? No, like not
Not at all, right? So what did you expect? Let's start there.
Well, number one, I expected for it to just go yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I will be there already. Looking at everybody else's path and whatever, I expected a totally different outcome.
Yep.
And then I also didn't really expect all the craziness that goes on with people who say that they want to help you, and, you know, the weird intentions and all of the stuff that could make you feel so discouraged, like, I don't want to do this.
Yep.
But it's really just like, really, I mean, if you think about it, in anything, like with life in general, nothing that you want comes easy, number one.
True.
And then there's always going to be that something to try to stop you, to try to push you off the path. Obstacles. There's always obstacles. So I figure, you know, it's just my obstacle course is the music industry. If you want to become a doctor, there's always going to be somebody in that lane to try to
schools.
Right, exactly. And outside of the actual test that you got to pass, there's people who don't want to put you in that certain spotlight
politics and everything.
Yeah, there's politics and everything. So it's like, all right, you know, I'm just going to play my field.
Yeah.
And just do it to the best of my ability, because no matter if I wanted to be, I don't know, a cook or whatever, I'm going to find obstacles.
Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why I even started Amazonian Nights in the first place. The whole like weird intentions and like, what is this situation I'm getting into?
Right.
I'm so grateful I had like my dad and my brother to kind of be like those gatekeepers to keep that weird stuff away. But when you're a beautiful woman wearing your little costumes and, you know, showing up places, a lot of times guys are like, maybe we can turn this business thing into a thing, right? And so I was like, instead of waiting for someone to make some kind of situation where women can go and share their art and fully feel comfortable and confident to just be what they want to be without any expectations afterwards, I was like, I'm gonna just do it myself. Like, why isn't there something like that already?
Exactly.
And in my mind, let's just speak into the universe. Amazonian Nights will eventually be a huge festival where we can just have a huge lineup.
I love the name.
Right, ain't it fun?
Yeah.
But like a huge festival where women can just come together and support one another. Because also in this industry, I hate the way they pit women against one another. Like, Beyonce and Rihanna, they don't have an issue. Like, why is it always like there can only be one woman in one space, or like Nicki Minaj and Cardi and Megan? Like, it's always like only one woman can exist in this space, and that's just lame. That's just not how it needs to be. Because every person I've had on my showcase, or really any female artist that I've encountered, has been so dope. Like, and I'm like, I want to work with them. We can come up together instead of it being like, oh, Judea's here. I'm not going. Right. No, like, get out there, do your thing. I'd probably be the loudest person in the room for you, and I feel like that's how it should be. It should be.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it's kind of up to us, like, now that we're in this spotlight, to show like the younger women coming up how to support one another. Yeah. So, I mean, even just having this platform where they're like, oh, there's similar styles. Because, like, I have, like, the shiny outfits and the dancers and stuff, too. But it's not a competition. It's like, I'm inspired by you when I see you up there. I'm like, yo, like, where did she get that? Like, I feel like I want something like that. It doesn't have to be a competition. It doesn't have to be a competition. Right. Inspiration, not competition. So, okay, here's something that's funny. Growing up, I always wanted to know, like, what my favorite artist had backstage. Like, when they went on tour, what was on their rider, right? So, for those who don't know, a rider is, like, when you have a show or you're going on tour, it's your list of things that you're allowed to ask for that they will have for you backstage at every show. Yeah. Now, you hear the crazy stories like, only white rose petals and only green M&Ms and like crazy things like that. But really it's more like towels and water or something. But what would be on your rider?
I would want fruit. Tea with honey.
Facts, cause on a tour you need that.
I don't really sweat like that, so I wouldn't think about towels, but that would be nice.
Okay, check me out. I don't sweat. It's easy. Easy breezy.
No, just my glands don't be sweating like
now, I'm the opposite. I be sweating like a hog. I'm like, where are the towels? Where's the fans? Give it all.
But yeah, no, if I'm working hard enough, I will sweat. So it's like, yeah, I do sweat. I probably just be like, you know, being a little lazy. But let's see. I don't really eat candy like that. I think fruit, vegetables, like probably carrots and like,
See, I was reading that I think it was Bruno Mars gets like, even for his team, like he asks them what they want and will put that on his rider. So even his own people. And I never even thought about that. And now it's like, that's a really nice thing to do.
That's the way you should think about it.
Right, you should. I think Bruno's a dope person. I'm excited about Silk Sonic. I like that kind of music.
Fire.
Yes,
I love
Anderson
that kind
.Paak
of music.
and Bruno. Oh,
like first of all, who knew Anderson .Paak could do all of that?
I did.
You did?
I knew.
Okay,
at that moment, my brother made me know. He's an Anderson .Paak fan.
I was like, wait a minute. I need to go back and listen to him because I didn't hear all of this when I did listen to him.
See, I don't want to say that old person line like they're bringing real music back, but they're definitely bringing back that feeling, soul element. That feeling, yeah. Like that timeless, the timeless sound. That's what it is. Exactly. That's the kind of song that it's not going to age out. And that I think that's what I strive to do when I make music. I try not to make anything gimmicky or that just is hot for right now. Yeah. I really appreciate music that just has its own sound and can last forever.
Exactly. You listen to it 10 years
I think you
from
have
now.
that too, which is another reason why you're on here.
Thank you. I appreciate that because that, like you said, that is a goal of mine to just be like, I want to love this song at any given moment. You know what I mean? When I put it on, and I do listen to my music, and I Want to Feel is one of those songs where I'm like, yo, I did what I said I wanted to. I wanted to make a song that just, I put it on and I love it like I love anybody else's song. And that is like a treasure.
And I Want to Feel especially, I don't hear like a time period. Like it could have been in the 70s, could have heard it in the 90s, could hear it now. Like it really is just like one of those things that it's just timeless. You know what I mean? So good job with that. That was dope.
Thank you.
And so I know all my questions are on here because mom brain, I can't retain. I cannot retain anything. I would like to know, you know, the pandemic happened and you are a singer, you direct, you write. What else do you do?
I try to dance a little bit.
And dance.
I write poetry.
Mm-hmm.
I like to cook.
Cooking.
Yeah, I like to cook.
What's your favorite dish to cook?
That's tricky. I really love collard greens.
Me too.
And sweet potatoes. I don't eat meat anymore, so
Really?
I don't know. We're gonna have to think about that other dish. I don't know.
You have some time. Don't worry about it. But how has the pandemic affected you creatively? Like, I know for some people, it almost made them not be able to create anything. Like, they were just stunted. So how has it helped you or hurt you?
It's definitely helped more than hurt. The only thing I would say hurt-wise is laziness. It has become a little bit like, I want to watch Netflix.
Yep.
You know, but as far as helpful, yeah, you had the time to go to the studio or just sit down and write. I was able to like pretty much finish my EP recording wise and just really, really just sitting down and thinking about the vision and the goal and what I want to write about and different stuff like that. And even like creating content, I'm on and off a lot of times because
it's hard to, because people don't realize to create content, it's more than just like setting up your phone. Yes. Like days for me. I'd be like, none of these takes was good. We're going to try again tomorrow.
Over and over and over again. By the time you done sweated out your makeup and you got to redo it or whatever, lighting got to be right. Like certain things, it's just like, you know what? And then I feel like I also went through a lot emotionally.
Yeah.
My dad passed last January.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. And that was like, thank God COVID happened because that gave me the time to like emotionally heal, get myself together. And I feel like now I'm in a better healing place. Yeah. I was able to get up in the morning, do yoga, you know, eat the right breakfast.
Without the pressure, right?
Yeah, without the pressure of like, I got to go to work or I got to do this or whatever. And just sit around, watch things that make me happy. Yeah. You know, different things like that. And then I sometimes did like want to sing music or, you know, I did a couple things to like honor him or whatever, but it was hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was a blessing in disguise because I really needed that time.
I bet.
Yeah.
And that breaks my heart. I'm sad now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you had time to heal. That's important to take time without, you know, the constant nagging of the industry and working and not being able to just take that time. Yeah. Now, you mentioned a new EP. What's up with that? What's it called? When's it coming out? Tell me all about it. I want to know.
So it's called, I was about to say the wrong name.
Don't lie to me.
It's called Love Potion Number 9.
Ooh, Love Potion Number 9.
Yes. So
I
just
like
a
that.
little background of like what the name means.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving a little bit of an exclusive because I haven't explained to anybody what this means yet. So 9 is like such a significant number in my life. Okay. I'm the 9th child, technically, on my dad's side. Technically, we're not gonna get into all the technicalities, but
we can live with the quotation marks.
And like, I'm born in the 9th. Wait, okay, so I'm the 9th zodiac. Okay, and I have so many 9s. Like, okay, in my social whatever, my dad was born in 39. He was really old. Okay. And I was born in 93. And like 39 and 93, like these numbers just keep like popping up and it's like, what the heck? So it has such a significance. And even in college, like my ID number was like 39. I stayed in a room 309. It was like
crazy.
That's
and
around the time.
My birthday is March 9th, 39.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ooh,
right, exactly. So it's really weird how this number has just like,
it's following you.
Yeah. So I figure like, you know, God, like say if I was like a potion because I feel like I'm a loving person or I try to be and try to like give love and show love and I want someone to give and show love to me.
Absolutely.
Then I'm like, you know, if God put me on this earth, I'm his love potion number 9.
Oh, that's cute.
So in my music, it's like, all right, what I write about is a lot of love, self-love, loving a person, having a relationship, different stuff like that. And that's really what it's about.
Yes. I like that. That really is crazy that my birthday is 3/9 and you over here talking about all these. You know, have you ever looked up what that means, the number?
I did, but I don't remember.
You don't remember?
That's the only thing I can't remember about it. It's like, okay, but what is the significance of 9? I need to just...
If y'all are watching this and you know, put in the comments what the significance of 9 or 3/9 is. Because I know some of y'all out there know. Drop them comments. Let us know because neither of us remember.
Right.
But no, I'm definitely all about numbers too. My EP was 1111 and I have 11 tattooed on me, and so does my husband because our favorite number was 22 and like we're half of that. So
yeah, 11, that's so 11. Cute.
And now we always see 1111 all the time. Like I'll get ready to go text him and it's 1111 in the morning, 1111 at night. And then my son was born on the 11th. It's like, and so was my dad was also born on the 11th. So I have that same thing where 11 just follows me.
Yeah.
So for 1111, it's that you're in alignment. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's a strong manifestation time. And so I always try to like think of what I want in my life right at 1111. I don't know if it works or not, but if it does,
it probably does because manifestation.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't know if 1111 makes it any stronger. I hope so though. Okay. So is there anything that you would like to tell your fans that they might not know about you? Like a secret just for them?
See, this is always hard because I always have to like think.
I know, you got time.
Let's see. Something you guys don't know about me.
Something they don't know. That you be living at AAU tournaments.
Yeah, that I'm really tired. Okay.
Right.
Well, something that my fans don't really know about me. I joined like a sorry, I'm having a brain.
No, it's fine.
A music fraternity in college for women.
Really?
Called, Sigma Alpha Iota. I don't really talk about it that much.
Talk about it. And I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, so I went to Virginia State University, which is a HBCU, and there's like music fraternities for men and women, and fraternity, they call it fraternity instead of sorority. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain why because I don't really remember. But
wasn't gonna ask. I was just gonna let it rock, let it go.
But yeah, so I joined that in college, and my line number is number 9. I knew it's like
just all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I know there's so many more significant things about 9, but yeah, my line number, and that was really my awakening to 9. But yeah, so it was 11 of us girls that crossed, and it's just a fraternity like where we sing songs, and I know this sounds so corny, but it's
so was it like Christmas caroling where you would like show up places and
we
sing?
could do that, but no, we didn't really do that. I feel like
we could
try,
but we
like I feel like we tried to do that, but I didn't partake in that.
What part did you partake in?
I partaked in all the bake sales and the parties.
Okay.
Like, no, I'm kidding.
She said the fun,
fun
stuff.
I was like the treasurer, so I did a lot of work. But yeah, it's like, so I was in the gospel choir too. So a lot of girls from the gospel choir or the band, they have different types of fraternities that you can join in that realm of like if you're a music major or something like that.
Right.
So it's really for the music lovers. Yeah. You don't have to sing. You don't have to know how to sing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Even though you got to sing because we got to sing our songs and different stuff like that. So it's better if you know how to sing.
So there wasn't like an audition process where you could be turned away if you can't like hold a note.
I mean, yeah. You know, there's a whole process you know, you got to go through. But if you can't hold the notes, I don't know. I guess it's up to the people. That's like, you know,
that ain't me. That is above me. I'm not gonna say.
Yes, I mean, you know, some people be sliding through, but we
slid through the guys. Like I don't know how this one got it. I should get in here.
Right.
Oh, that is funny. All right, so I have a little section in my show of Amazonian Nights called Jungle Gems. Okay. Where now you can drop some gems for the young artists that are watching this, looking at you, saying, I'm trying to get where she is. but I don't know how to start. Maybe they're too shy. Maybe they just don't know what the first step is. Drop some gems for these girls.
Okay. All right. So I would say really digging deep into who you are and what you love, why you love that, you know what I'm saying? That's really the start of everything. And then can you not live without it?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, is this something that you see yourself in the future doing no matter what? Because for me, it was just like, I see myself where I'm looking at other people like, that's going to be me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for that, nobody can tell you no. There's people that are going to say, you should do this or you should do that. You could take that into account as advice or whatever, but really hone in on whatever you want to do. If you want to be the best basketball player, I tell my niece all the time, you need to be practicing that every single day. If you want to be the best performer or the best singer or the best writer, whatever it is, focus on that and then study the greats, you know, just study the greats before you even pick up whatever, get your inspiration from somewhere because a lot of times we've watched somebody else do these things and go through certain things. And that's why we're like, I want to be like them, but you're not going to be like them. You're going to be inspired by whatever they're going through or what you've seen that they went through. And you just have to take it on to your own account and then go hard or go home and do it early. Figure out, you know, get all your failures in, and failures are not really failures. They're just things you have to go through in order to get to the next step, because one no and the other no and the other no is going to open up that yes. And then you're going to hear a bunch of no's to get to the next yes. It's like video games.
Yeah, it is.
You're going to fail at those video games so many times, but you don't, some people get a little crazy with video games and want to like throw the controller at the TV, but you don't just put the controller down and say, I'm never playing this again, unless it's just not the game for you. So, you know,
that's
you just
why that
keep on
why
playing.
is so important. Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this? And then remembering that every time you go to do that, every time you go to pick up that basketball, every time you go to pick up that mic or do that dance rehearsal or, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that.
I think that's so key. I'm so happy you said that, because I think sometimes people want to be a part of this industry for the wrong reason. Yeah. They want to be here because it looks so fun. Look at how beautiful they are. Look at all the money. Like, that's what they want. But like, and I can't speak for you, but for me, even if I wasn't making money doing this, I would still be singing and dancing, because that is my passion. That is what I do. I do it even when I'm just cleaning and not thinking about it. Right. And I believe in turning your passion into profit. So if you just like to cook, then be a chef, open a restaurant, make money doing something you love to do, and you don't feel like you're working. Right. When I'm on stage or rehearsing, I never feel like I'm working. I'm never like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. Right. It's more like, all right, Bianca, you got to get it right. Come on, one more time. Right. Like, it's like, what are you doing? Come on now. So I think that is a huge, huge gem. So I hope you guys are listening to the beautiful Judea when she said, remember the why and go hard. And really, if your why is that it's your passion, you'll go hard anyway. Exactly. Like, no one could keep Kobe out of a gym. Like, before games, after games, he's going to be in there because that's what he loved to do. Yeah. So, I mean,
he loved to get better. Right. And just go harder and just like, all right, I don't feel good enough in my skin with that one. What can I do more? Right. Yeah. Right. And like we were talking about with content creating, us doing it 1,000 times. Maybe everybody doesn't do that, but we're doing it. Right. That's we're crazy. That's what it is. Right. For real. But that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, before we go, I definitely like to have some fun with my guests. And we're going to play a little game. Okay. It's called Finish the Lyrics. Oh, man. So I'm going to start the song, and then it's up to you to finish it. I hope I know it. I hope you know it, too. We're going to start with the first one. Mission 1, I'm going to put this song. When they see me in a dress, I'ma get me some. Hey! I knew you knew that one. Okay. If I should stay. Yup. Okay. She 2 for 2. She 2 for 2.
If you make this promise to me.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I'll make it back in one piece. Aaliyah and DMX. Maybe that was before your time. You're 93. All right.
Yeah,
all right. But if you don't know this last one, we in trouble. I want to feel
the vibrates yellow.
I want to feel
the way you take the aura.
I want to feel.
Just your spirit jump at your skin.
Did you just stutter on your song? That was her song. I want to feel, y'all. Tell everybody where they can follow you and find you and keep up with all the amazing things that you're doing.
Yes, you guys can follow me on Instagram at JUDAEAV. You guys can also go to my website to get all the merch that I have on my page. Yes, I said all the merch.
All of it.
Okay.
Get it all.
And you guys can definitely stream all my music on all streaming platforms. Yes.
Yeah, so make sure y'all go do that because this is real, pure, raw talent right here. And she's from New Jersey, just like me. So go show that Jersey love.
Yes, Jersey.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you support her, support me. And I'll be back with another guest with a different Amazonian Nights podcast. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, all the buttons, do all of them.
Right.
And I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bianca Ingram. Give me a follow at Who is Bianca. Love you. Mean it. Bye-bye.